This is the live production of the Client by Client podcast. Welcome in episode 89 in the queue. We'll get started here in a little less than a minute. Over in Apple Podcasts, on Spotify. Today, how to make your coaching program more sellable. Episode 80 just went live. So if you want to know what to do to make your sales process far easier, to get prospects closing you, for what to include inside your offer, for what to say inside the sales conversation, for how to think at every part through the sale, be sure to go and get that episode available now on your favorite podcast player. Just search Client by Client or my name, Jeremy Montoya. For all my current clients, past clients, friends, family, drop me some emojis in the chat. If this is your first time here, drop me a number 1. I'd love to say hello, say how you're doing. Let's hop in. Let's get started. Today, we're talking about the most common mistakes being made by coaches below 5K. It's coming at you now. Let's do this. Hey, what's up? Jeremy here from whatupjeremy.com, back with another episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in today. In the last episode of Client by Client, episode 88, we talk about the critical daily tasks to take your business to the next level. Chances are you might be doing 1 or 2 of these, but spoiler alert, I saved the best for last. So if you don't know what to be doing every single day to drive money right now, and to also put yourself in a better position in the future, the longer you stay in your business, then be sure to backtrack one episode to understand all the daily tasks, to discover which tasks you might be doing that you can double down on, that you can have the affirmation and the confirmation of that you're doing the right things in the right order, at the right time, and then doing them for enough time. And then to also go discover what you might not be doing that's leaving leads, clients, and money on the table every single week and month. It's waiting for you over on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcast player. Today, we're talking about the most common mistakes being made by coaches below 5K. So this is both for you if right now your revenue is below 5K, or if your revenue has been inconsistent and you want the smoother path towards consistent revenue, towards more leads flowing in every single day, and more clients signing up every single week. The first thing that you're not getting right when it comes to the mistakes is overlooking limiting beliefs and overlooking the importance of your mindset. Over the last 10, 15, maybe 20 episodes, you've heard of how we've been focusing in the Get Clients program with our private clients on how to level up your mindset and how to get your mindset in the right spot. And I think that it is so overlooked how important it is to dig through the weeds of your mind, the weeds of your heart, and eradicate thoughts that might be holding you back, thoughts and emotions, moreover, thoughts that lead into emotions that are sabotaging your results as an online coach. And when you get this part right, number 1, life and running your coaching business becomes a lot more joyous. You start to just enjoy the process. And it's my belief and my own personal understanding from doing this for the last 10 or so years that when you enjoy what you're doing, when you truly love every second of it, the highs and the lows, you create and you foster an environment that allows for smoother sailing, that allows for certain hiccups that can happen in your online business to not knock you off your path, to not frustrate you to the point that you wind up over a chain of a couple days that goes into weeks, that leads into months, where you start to get into an energetic slump that starts to result in a leads and sales and getting new clients slump. And so the professional coaches will create a mode about them, and mindset just becomes the norm. And that's why I think this can be so overlooked, and why some might roll their eyes and bat their eyes at the idea of what you need to be doing, what you need to be thinking, and how you need to be feeling in order to be a success. Because I can promise you this, if you are badly wanting to get beyond 5K, even 10K, even 15K, or insert whatever revenue milestone here, there are different things you have to do at each stage. And all of the thoughts you've had up until this point in your life have created the life that you have right now. The life you have right now has not created the thoughts. That's not how it works, but that can be a validating system. It's self-validating. And so you're going up the spiral or you're going down. Certain thoughts will get you to 5K. And then when you really start to want and be in a state of wanting 10K really bad, business all of a sudden can become a very big struggle. And anyone who is between that 5K to 10K mark and has been stuck there for multiple months in a row can relate with this right now, or with whatever level that you're at. With new levels come new devils, says the famous Vince Del Monte. We quote a lot on this show. Shout out to Vince. And so you have to be at every level examining and unpacking your dominating thoughts and your dominating emotions if you want to more quickly get to the next level. Stay at that next level and lock yourself in, and then continue on in your online business. Certain thoughts will get you to 5K, and then it takes a whole different set of thoughts and emotions to get you to 10, 15, and beyond. The first mistake most online coaches stuck below 5K a month that they're making, the first mistake that coaches stuck below 5K are constantly making is they're overlooking their limiting beliefs, and they're overlooking the importance of examining, of unpacking, and of leveling up their thought process and their emotional system so that they can get to that next level, lock themselves in, and keep on going. Mistake number 2 is a lack of confidence in your offer. Sometimes this can be a lack of business acumen in your offer, because one of two things is going on right now is that you either don't have a full understanding for what needs to go inside of your offer, or you're simply not making enough offers in the marketplace because you have a self-righteousness about you that leads and clients should just come your way. And while you can totally, through your mind and your emotional guidance system, be attracting in the circumstances for clients to come your way, there are things and check boxes that need to be made along the way, milestones that need to be met in order for that to be something that you can keep up with, in order for you to be the kind of person that has those coming to you. And so you need to get a better understanding and further confidence and deepening your belief and your confidence in your own offer. Because when you believe in your offer, in your heart of hearts, and you can look your prospect in the eye across Zoom, and you know in your heart of hearts that your offer is the right next step and the best possible next thing that they could do to get to the next level in their life, that's when you start to have you don't have a sales conversation, you have a transformational conversation where they leave that sales call already changed before they even set finger and set foot inside of your coaching program. It's important that we level up your confidence in your offer through the check boxes, through auditing your offer. We call this the offer audit, the offer upgrade over in the Get Clients program. It's one of the first things that we do with all of our students. It's one of the milestones if you're newer to online coaching and you're still mastering your niche and mastering the fundamentals of your online business. But when you have an offer that you believe in, the price becomes negligible because you understand that your offer is actually priceless and that your prospects are far worse off without it. And when you lead with that and you believe in that, that will come out in every piece of content that you create. That will come across in every single DM that you're sending as your little thumbs type on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, wherever you're prospecting. And that will come across in every conversation that you have, and your sales calls result in transformation calls. And just in that 45-minute slot, your prospect's life has already changed. They have found their new coach. They've now made that investment. You just got a new client, and you just affirmed and validated the importance of having an offer that you believe in. The second mistake is having a lack of confidence in your offer. We must level this up and level your thinking up about it and simplify your thinking about it so that you can get well beyond 5K a month. In fact, when we think about your offer and you think about the price, because that is an important part, but the least important part of your offer. When you get this right, you will stop charging low. You will start charging accordingly, and you will also still feel like your prospects are getting the better bargain. We're talking about 5K a month, your offer, and we've thrown out a couple different prices for where I want for you to be, whether you're just starting out and getting your first 3 clients or you've been doing this for some time. Never charge below $2,500 if you've already gotten 3 clients. I would rather have you at $3,500 bare minimum, but with the right program and the right belief and the right conversation, $5,900 for a 60 to 90-day program. If you're selling just one of those, you're already above 5K, but your confidence and your limiting beliefs might just be sabotaging your ability to be charging that much. You might have something we have to work out with your self-worth to level that up and to better expand your thought process so that you can see, wow, this is worth way more than whatever it is that you're charging, and maybe even more than you'll ever charge as an online coach ever. And you will know in every call with every prospect and every lead that they're getting the better bargain at the end of the day. And when you're doing that, you're selling money and you're selling results at a discount. This creates a win-win-win situation, which I think are the best ones in this high-ticket space. And your prospects will, before they even get into your coaching program, already have had a transformational experience that levels them up, that has boosted their confidence and their belief in themselves, their belief in you, and their belief in their ability to get the result in whatever it is that you coach on. Thing number 3, holding you back and holding you below 5K a month, is not having enough leads and or you're running paid ads far too soon. Guys, you only need 3 or 4 warm leads coming in every single day. That is just one post in your Facebook group. That is one story on your Instagram or on your Facebook worded correctly with the right lead magnet, talking about the right pains and problems every single day. That's all it is. That's showing up daily, knowing what to say and what not to say to actually get people to interact with you. There are many ways that you can do this. We cover this. We have a great training over in the Leverage Coach group on how to use the story and some templates that you can plug in your pains and problems that you serve and the way that you solve them into these story templates. And then voila, you all of a sudden have a whole monthly, weekly, daily cadence for what to do on your story. And then knowing that you only need a couple leads makes the game far more attainable. If you want 1 client every single week or 3 to 5 clients every single month, you only need a handful of leads. You do not need a ton of leads. You probably could not handle them right now if you experience 100, 200, 300 fresh leads of people wanting to buy your stuff. You would have a breakdown in your systems. These are what we would call good problems. It's like having too much money. These are good problems. The only kind of problems I want for you to experience. But right now, you're trying to hit a home run, a grand slam, throw a Hail Mary in the 4th quarter when all you need to be doing is getting to first base, when all you need to be doing is running the ball and getting the next first down. That's what this game is actually about. It's far simpler. It is less of a big gamble and way more of a educated bet and an educated guess. And with just a small amount of leads, you can be a wrecking ball. You can serve these clients in a way that other big box coaches just simply cannot during the sales process, inside of the DM, and then actually when they join your coaching program. But you feeling like you need a whole ton of leads is messing your entire game up. The second part of this is you're running paid ads too soon. Far too many of you are thinking that with your next client, that's going to be the investment you finally have to go and invest in paid ads. And let me tell you that doing paid ads before you're at 30K a month is just a big box of hurt. There are too many buttons, too many things to go and create, and it's a full-time job to be really good at what the work that needs to go into fine-tuning an ad that makes it high converting and worth the money and time that you're putting in. And that's a whole different game than organic marketing, having conversations and asking people, where do you think we should go from here, and closing them into your coaching program. Ads are great at a certain point, but they are a detriment to your online business when you're below 30K. I would much rather you get to 30K for 3 months in a row, lock yourself in at that level, and make the wise investment into an ad specialist that's already running ads for others in your space, that already knows the audiences, that already knows the buttons to press, the graphics that need to be made, the landing pages that need to be generated, and can just do all of that for you. And then now you are building warm audiences that you can run your free and maybe even your paid offers to in time, or run booked call ads to. And now your Instagram followers are going through the roof. The likes on your business page and the audiences that you have on there are going through the roof. Your video views are going through the roof. And then you just retarget all of those people. And I know that sounds super simple. And I know you're dying to feel like whatever big mentor that you're following and the other shows and their podcasts that you look up to. But I can tell you right now, if you're below 30K a month, running ads is one of the most fatal mistakes that you can make. And this is what keeps so many online coaches hitting that 20, 25, even 15 or more K milestones, $1,000 milestones a month, and then experiencing the biggest sales slump they had since they started. I would hate for you to have to experience this. If you're hard-headed like I am, then don't take me for my word, but then come and let me know afterwards how it panned out. I'm praying for and visualizing your success because you're gonna need it if you do ads before 30K. You only need a handful of warm leads to get one new client every single week, which should be a minimum of 3,500 to 5,900. And to get 3 to 5 clients a month, you're magically at 15K when you've had the price right, and you're maybe even closer to 20. And when you have payments coming in from the month before, maybe you all of a sudden just had your first, just by changing your price and changing your mindset a little bit and changing the dominating thoughts and emotions that you're having, you all of a sudden go into September with $10,000, $12,000 on the boards, new clients in the pipeline signing up, and you magically just had your first 20K month. That's how this shit works, guys. Common mistake number 4, last one here today. If you got some value from this, if you've been jamming, if this has been resonating with you in some way, take a screenshot wherever you're tuning into this show, post it to your story, tag me at WhatUpJeremy. I'll gladly return the favor by resharing you to my story, putting you in front of my audience, maybe sending you some energy that could result in some attention that leads to maybe some more leads or some more clients. No promises, but I'd love to just return that favor and pay it forward to you. Common mistake number 4 is that you are trying to sell your prospects instead of putting your prospects in the position to sell you. You, as the online coach, are the prize. And you can say this all you want, but when you start believing in it and valuing your time, valuing your intellectual property, valuing the pains and problems that you help people to overcome and the promised land that you lead them to, this becomes far, far easier. You have to know what to do and say and what to avoid doing and what to avoid saying to put yourself in the position of selling and putting yourself in the position of being the person that's talking the entire time in the DM with long paragraphs or talking the entire time on sales calls where you literally talk yourself out of that sale and they wind up at best going and signing up with another coach, at worst questioning what to do next and still stuck with the same problem that they came to you for help to solve. You have to know what to do to get your prospects walking towards you instead of you trying to march towards them. I'm trying to find what episode we talked about getting your prospects to close you. One sec. We'll edit this out of the audio of the main production. Let's see. In episode 5, we talk about what to do to get your prospects chasing you. This starts far before they're ever a lead, far before they're a prospect, and far before they're on a sales call with you. This is a mode of operating. This is a way of being and a way of believing that causes for this to happen. When you believe in yourself, when you believe in your programs, when you believe in your products and services, when you believe in whatever it is that you coach in, there is something magical that happens where you no longer have to do the selling. You, of course, unpack your offer. You, of course, answer any questions that they have. You, of course, ask them, where do you think that we should go from here? And when you fine-tune every parts of these conversations and you fine-tune whatever's going on in your heart and in your mind, and you align it in such a way where your prospects want to know, can you help me? Do you have room for me? What's the price of this? Do you have a payment plan? If I need it, that would be easier on cash flow. Because when you're having that sort of conversation, when your prospects are asking you those questions and you know how to and when to answer those and how not to and when to not answer those, what winds up happening is that you blow less sales and you wind up at the finish line far more often walking off into the sunset with a brand new client, with monthly revenue that keeps on exceeding, and with the validation of the belief of you overcoming your limiting thoughts, of you leveling up the confidence in your offer, of you knowing and understanding that you only need a handful of warm leads coming to you every single day, Monday through Friday, that's it. And then you know what to do to get prospects closing you. You create a magical environment where you far exceed that 5K baseline, and you're all of a sudden crossing into 12, 15, 17, 20K all of the sudden. We lock you in there. We make sure you have the right thoughts and emotions. We lock you in at that level of revenue, and now you can start to get fancy. Now you can start to afford far more options and opportunities in your life. And that is when the online game of coaching completely changes. In the next episode of Client by Client, we're going to be talking about objections and how to overcome them specifically in the DM, in Messenger, and in your back and forth in email if you have an email list. Wherever you're doing your messaging back and forth, I want to help you identify how, where, and when, and what to say to overcome objections so that you lose less leads, turn them into more warm leads and more sales every single week. Whenever you are ready, here are 3 ways I can help you grow your online business. First, download your free copy of GetBookedCRM. Coaches, are you still managing your leads and pipeline from Instagram DM, Facebook Messenger, and your email inbox? Well, you're losing leads in the cracks and you're leaving a lot of money on the table every single month. That's why I created GetBookedCRM. What started out as a free way for me to manage my pipeline and turn prospects into clients has quickly become a favorite tool of my private clients and the many members in the Leverage Coach community. Get leads and turn them into clients in half the time. And right now, it's totally free. All you have to do is find me on Instagram or Facebook and send me the letters CRM. Second, join my free group for online coaches. I've got coaches from all over the world across dozens of varying online coaching niches, solving the same problems and puzzles as you're managing right now in your online business, asking the same questions and working through the same solutions and getting access to my weekly trainings, to me and other coaches from all over the world. We'd love to have you in. All you have to do is find me on Instagram and send me the word group. Lastly, become my next success story. I'm getting a couple coaches together this month to implement my methods and frameworks and mindsets for getting a minimum of 15K worth of new clients into your online coaching business or doubling your coaching roster over the next 30, 60, 90 days. But working with the right people is super important to me. So this is only for you. If you're a relationship-focused coach who always puts the person ahead of the money, you've been coaching for at least 6 months to a year, you'd like to get 3 to 5 clients organically every month from social media without wasting money and time on paid ads, you have at least 300 friends on a social platform, email list, or group, you are willing to take bold action because you know that your success depends upon it. And last but most importantly, you can keep a secret. If that's you, I want you to grab your phone right now, tap that Instagram app icon, find me at WhatUpJeremy, follow me while you're there, shout out, and then I want for you to send me the words case study. When you do that, I'll ask you a couple questions about your online business and about your vision for the next 12 months. And then I'll share with you what we have coming up this month in the Get Clients program, how we're already helping coaches from all over the world, from all corners, in various online coaching niches. We'll also identify what part of the program will likely make the biggest impact in your online business the soonest. That way you know what to expect. For all the details, all you have to do is find me on Instagram and send me the words case study. That's it for this episode of Client by Client. See you in the next one. Cheers. Chris, my man, what's up? Good to see you, my man. Hope everything is well. Thank you guys for the hearts and for the thumbs up. I don't know what platforms they come from, but they mean a lot. They keep me going. If you made it this far into the episode, let me know, what are your weekend plans? Drop me just what's on your radar. Are you working on your business? Are you working on upgrading your offer? Are you implementing some of the trainings that we have for you over in the Leverage Coach group? Hint, hint. Or do you have some fun? You getting some relaxation, hanging out with the family? Let me know what's going on in yours, and I'll share what's going on in mine. That's it for me. Happy Friday. Go sell something. There's still time. Send your follow-ups. Post your story. Send that next DM. Get that prospect to the next stage. Go make it happen. See you guys. See you guys back Monday. Peace out.